Never keep money in these 7 places in your house. It attracts poverty and bad luck. Where attention goes, energy flows. Have you ever considered that the way you store your money could be silently draining your financial energy and blocking your path to abundance? Many of us unknowingly place our hard-earned savings in spots around the house that, rather than inviting prosperity, may actually be welcoming poverty and misfortune. In today's video, we're going to explore 7 specific locations in your home that could be attracting bad luck and hindering your financial success. Rooted in ancient wisdom and practical experience, these insights will not only reveal how your environment affects your wealth, but also how small adjustments can open the door to a more prosperous life. But that's not all. I'm also sharing 7 real-life stories that illustrate how choosing the wrong places to keep your money has cost people not just financially, but also in terms of their peace of mind and well-being. So make sure to watch until the end, because what you'll learn today could completely change how you think about money and energy flow in your life. Simple changes in where you keep your money can create a ripple effect, leading to unexpected opportunities and growth. Before we dive in, take a moment to affirm, I align my thoughts and environment with abundance. By doing so, you're setting a powerful intention to attract prosperity and transform your financial future. This small but meaningful step helps you connect with the energy of wealth and sets the stage for positive change. Let's embark on this journey together, here on the Journey of Wisdom. Location number 1, in an old or worn-out wallet. One place you should avoid storing money is in an old or worn-out wallet. While a wallet is a practical tool for carrying cash, its condition plays a significant role in influencing the flow of prosperity into your life. In both Buddhism and other spiritual traditions, the state of the objects we use daily mirrors our relationship with the energy they hold. If your wallet is frayed and tattered, it may signify neglect or a lack of attention to your financial well-being, subtly inviting scarcity rather than abundance into your life. Let me tell you about Gail, a man who seemed to have everything in order, a steady job, a comfortable lifestyle, but still felt financially stuck. No matter how much he tried to save, his bank account never seemed to grow. His savings evaporated as quickly as they accumulated, leaving him frustrated and puzzled. Then, during a stroll through an open market, he encountered an elderly craftsman who sold beautifully handcrafted items. Drawn to the artisan's calm presence, Gail decided to buy a small charm for good luck. When he pulled out his wallet to pay, the craftsman noticed it was worn and battered and gently remarked, "This wallet has seen better days, hasn't it?" Caught off guard, Gail nodded sheepishly. The craftsman then offered a nugget of wisdom that would change Gail's life. The condition of your wallet can reflect the state of your finances. An old, shabby wallet might suggest that you don't truly value your prosperity. How can you expect money to stay with you if you keep it in a place that's falling apart? It's like inviting a respected guest into a home that's in disrepair. Money, like all energy, needs a welcoming environment to thrive. These words struck a chord with Gail, who had never thought of his wallet as anything more than a simple utility. He realized that his worn wallet was a metaphor for how he treated his finances, careless and indifferent. This simple yet profound insight prompted Gail to take immediate action. He replaced his old wallet with a new, elegant one that symbolized a fresh start. This wasn't just a material change, it was a shift in mindset. As he began using his new wallet, Gail noticed a transformation in his attitude toward money. He started to manage his finances with more intention, respect, and awareness. Each time he opened his wallet, he was reminded of the craftsman's advice, recognizing that the care he showed for his wallet was an extension of how he valued his financial prosperity. Over time, the effects were undeniable. Gale's savings grew, and his relationship with money improved. He no longer saw money as something elusive and slippery, but as an energy that ebbs and flows in harmony with his actions and intentions. The simple act of changing his wallet became a daily affirmation of his commitment to financial well-being. Gale's story teaches us that even the smallest changes in our everyday lives can significantly impact the flow of prosperity. By treating money with respect and providing it a worthy place to reside, we invite abundance to flow naturally. If you find yourself storing money in a worn-out wallet, consider upgrading to a new one as a symbolic gesture of renewal and positive change. Remember, as the saying goes, what we think, we become. If we treat money with respect and care, we cultivate a mindset of abundance that can transform our financial reality. A well-kept wallet reflects a healthy relationship with money, respect for the wealth you wish to attract, and gratitude for the blessings you receive. Just as Gale discovered, sometimes the smallest details, like the condition of your wallet, can make a profound difference in your financial journey. So, take this simple step today and see how a new wallet can open the door to a more prosperous and abundant life. Location number 2. Under heavy appliances. Another place you should never store money is under heavy appliances, like the refrigerator or washing machine. These objects are deeply associated with immobility and weight, which symbolically stifles the flow of prosperity energy. Placing your money there might seem like a safe spot, but it could actually be blocking the natural movement and growth of your financial energy. When energy is trapped, prosperity struggles to breathe and circulate, much like a river hindered by a dam. Take Asma's story as an example. She was meticulous and cautious about her finances from a young age, convinced that hiding her savings in unusual spots would keep them safe. She resorted to stashing money under heavy appliances. But despite her diligent efforts, Asma found herself constantly battling unexpected expenses. Her hard-earned money seemed to vanish, leaving her perplexed and frustrated. Over time, she began to feel that her financial prospects were dwindling, weighed down by unseen forces. In a bid to regain control, Asma decided to deep clean her house, hoping that a physical decluttering might also help clear the stagnant energy she sensed in her life. During her cleaning spree, Asma moved her refrigerator and discovered an old, dusty envelope stuffed with cash she had hidden there years ago. It struck her that what she once thought was a clever hiding spot had turned into a symbol of blocked prosperity. The weight of the refrigerator, both physically and metaphorically, had crushed her financial energy, making her money as stagnant as the air beneath the appliance. This revelation was a turning point for Asma. She realized that her habit of hiding money in constricted, heavy spaces was not only preventing her from accessing it, but also stifling her potential for financial growth. Reflecting on the situation, Asma decided to change her approach. She took the money out from under the refrigerator, cleaned the envelope, and placed it in a more open and light-filled space. This simple act represented more than just good housekeeping. It was a shift in her attitude towards money. Instead of hiding it out of fear and scarcity, she chose to respect her finances and allow them to be seen and to circulate freely. This small change in her environment and mindset brought noticeable results. While there were no instant miracles, Asma noticed that unexpected expenses began to decline and new opportunities flowed into her life more naturally. This experience underscores an essential truth. Hiding your money under heavy objects like a refrigerator or a washing machine can metaphorically anchor your prosperity. These items, symbolizing immobility and weight, can suffocate the energy of abundance, preventing it from flowing freely into your life. Even if you think your savings are secure in such a place, you are actually constricting their potential to grow and expand. Money, much like a plant, needs light, air, and space to thrive. If you plant a tree in the dark, it cannot thrive, just as your finances cannot prosper when buried under weight and hidden from view. So ask yourself, where are you storing your financial energy? Are you unconsciously hindering your own prosperity by keeping money in places that restrict its natural flow? Asma's story reminds us that it's not just about how much we save, but where we place our savings. Money needs to be stored in spaces that allow energy to circulate freely, places that symbolize growth, openness, and light. Avoid hiding your money in dark, cramped spaces or under heavy objects. Instead, choose locations that reflect freedom and movement, like a well-kept drawer or a beautiful, accessible safe. By making small, mindful changes in where you keep your money, you can profoundly impact your financial flow. This mindful practice is not just about physical placement, but also about nurturing a mindset of abundance. When you show respect and care for your finances, you invite prosperity to flow more abundantly into your life. After all, the energy of money responds to the attention and intention we give it. So, take a moment to reconsider your habits. Create a positive environment for your savings, and you may find that financial opportunities start coming your way more freely, allowing you to enjoy a greater sense of ease and prosperity. Location number 3. Pockets or old clothes. Avoid storing money in the pockets of old clothes or garments you no longer wear regularly. It may seem harmless at first. How many times have we tucked away a bill or some loose change in a pocket, only to forget about it for weeks, months, or even years? However, from a spiritual perspective and in many teachings, this seemingly small habit can have a significant impact on your financial energy and prosperity. As the Buddha once said, "Every morning we are born again." What we do today is what matters most. This idea applies not only to our actions and thoughts, but also to how we manage our resources, including money. Old clothes that you don't use often carry an energy of stagnation, reflecting a sense of neglect and abandonment. When you leave money in these pockets, you're essentially telling the universe that you don't value or pay attention to your prosperity. Let's consider the story of James, a successful entrepreneur who cherished an old coat his father had given him. This coat symbolized wisdom, hard work, and the sacrifices his father made to support his family. Over time, the coat began to show signs of wear and tear, but James held onto it for sentimental reasons. One day, while cleaning out his closet, James discovered a stack of forgotten bills in the coat's pocket. The money was crumpled, dusty, and even a bit discolored from being abandoned for so long. As he looked at the bills, James realized that their condition mirrored the state of the coat and, symbolically, his own approach to wealth and prosperity. He had been so busy building his business that he had overlooked the simple act of managing his personal finances with care. This made him reflect deeply. How could he expect his financial life to grow and flourish if he was neglecting it in such a manner? In various traditions, there is a belief that everything responds to the energy and attention we give it, including our finances. By leaving money in old clothes, hidden away and forgotten, we are symbolically blocking the flow of prosperity in our lives. This concept is much like leaving a plant in a dark corner and expecting it to grow. If we don't give our financial garden the light and care it needs, we can't expect it to thrive. This moment of realization was a turning point for James. Determined to change his relationship with money, he decided to be more mindful about where he kept his savings. He began to store money in a clean, organized and visible space, where it could be treated with the respect and attention it deserved. As he made this shift, James noticed a subtle yet powerful change in his financial energy. He found that by giving his money a proper place, he was not just organizing his finances, he was aligning his actions with a mindset of prosperity and respect. This change was reflected in his business as well. New opportunities seemed to flow more easily, and financial stress became less overwhelming. It wasn't about the amount of money he had, but the intention and care he put into managing it. James's story teaches us an essential lesson. The way we treat our money is a direct reflection of how we value our own prosperity. If we are careless or neglectful, that energy will manifest in our financial life. But if we treat money with respect, organizing it in a place where it can breathe and grow, we create an environment where abundance can thrive. So ask yourself, where are you keeping your money? Is it in a place that reflects care and intention, or is it hidden away in forgotten corners and old garments? Take a moment to reflect on your habits. If you find yourself leaving money in the pockets of clothes you rarely wear, consider changing this practice. Move your savings to a designated, organized space that symbolizes your commitment to financial well-being. Remember, money, like any other form of energy, responds to the care and attention we give it. By making small, conscious changes in how you store your money, you can transform your financial energy and invite more abundance into your life. This shift doesn't require grand gestures, just mindful adjustments that signal to yourself and the universe that you are ready to welcome prosperity. After all, the way we handle our resources today shapes the abundance we experience tomorrow. If you've watched this far, you're already taking the first step toward removing the obstacles that attract poverty and bad luck. Comment below with abundance mindset to affirm your commitment to creating a prosperous environment. Don't leave yet. There are still crucial tips ahead that you won't want to miss. Stay until the end to discover all the secrets that will help you attract wealth and positive energy into your life. Location number 4, the bathroom. Let's talk about the fourth place you should never keep your money, the bathroom. While this room is essential for maintaining cleanliness and hygiene, it's surprisingly one of the worst spots to store your savings. In Buddhism, we understand that everything in the universe carries its own form of energy. Money, being a tangible representation of our hard work, time and effort, also has its own energetic flow. If we place it in areas that don't align with positive energy, such as spaces associated with waste and purification, we disrupt this flow. The bathroom, a place designed to cleanse and eliminate what no longer serves us, embodies an energy that's constantly moving away from us, which is the opposite of what we want for our financial well-being. Imagine you're pouring water down the drain. This act symbolizes letting go, washing away, and discarding. Storing money in such a place is like pouring your wealth down the drain, energetically speaking. It's easy to overlook this, as most of us consider the bathroom a neutral space. But let me share a story that might resonate with you. There was a young woman named Salka who struggled endlessly with her finances. No matter how hard she tried to save, something unexpected would always come up, and her money would vanish as if by magic. Desperate to change her luck, she stumbled upon an old wives' tale suggesting that keeping money in the bathroom could attract good fortune. She started placing small amounts in a drawer there, hoping this would turn her financial situation around. Months passed, but instead of seeing improvement, her finances grew even more chaotic. Expenses piled up, and she felt as though prosperity was slipping further out of reach. Frustrated and confused, Salka sought advice from a wise elder in her village named Tenzin, who was known for his deep understanding of the energy flow within homes. After listening to her story, Tenzin immediately understood the root of her problem. He explained that the bathroom, being a place of disposal and purification, was energetically incompatible with money, which symbolizes stability and growth. Tenzin visited Salka's home and went straight to the bathroom. He pointed out how water, the main element of this space, carries away whatever it touches, much like the river washing away leaves and debris. "When you store your money here," he said, "you're sending a message to the universe that your wealth is something to be discarded." He then took a container of water and poured it down the drain, vividly demonstrating how her prosperity was being energetically washed away. Salka had never thought of it this way. She always saw the bathroom as just another room, never imagining it could have such a negative effect on her financial situation. But Tenzin's words struck a chord with her. Reflecting on his advice, she immediately removed all her money from the bathroom and relocated it to a space that symbolized growth and abundance, a special corner of her bedroom that she dedicated to nurturing positive energy. And although changes didn't happen overnight, she soon noticed a gradual shift in her financial situation. The unexpected expenses that had once drained her savings began to diminish. More importantly, her attitude towards money changed. She felt more in control, more connected to her finances, and as a result, opportunities for growth and prosperity began to appear. This story about Salka teaches us that where we place our money, both physically and mentally, is very important. The bathroom is not an appropriate place to store savings because it is an environment associated with disposal. For our wealth to grow, our money needs to be in a place that symbolizes growth. Location number 5. Storage rooms or basements. The fifth place you should avoid storing your money is in storage rooms or basements. These spaces are typically filled with old items, forgotten boxes, and things we seldom use, becoming areas where energy becomes stagnant. Prosperity thrives on movement, light, and vitality, which are lacking in such dark, cluttered spaces. When money is kept in a lifeless corner of your home, it symbolizes a lack of attention and respect for your financial well-being, ultimately inviting bad luck and poverty. Consider the story of Luden, a diligent man who, despite his efforts to save, constantly found himself facing unexpected expenses as if his money would vanish without a trace. Frustrated, he sought advice from Master Sen, a wise Buddhist teacher known for his insights on energy and prosperity. After hearing Luden's plight, the master asked, "Where do you keep your savings?" Embarrassed, Luden admitted that he hid his money in the basement, believing it to be a safe place away from temptation. Master Sen, with his characteristic gentle wisdom, suggested they visit the basement together. What they found was a space filled with dust-covered boxes, old furniture, and items long forgotten. The air was heavy and still, mirroring the stagnation in Luden's financial life. After a moment of silence, Master Sen said, "This place is a graveyard of forgotten things. Everything here lacks life and purpose, just like your finances. By keeping your money in such an environment, you are trapping it in a state of inactivity and neglect." Luden realized that his attempt to safeguard his money had, in fact, imprisoned it. The basement, with its darkness and clutter, symbolized a blockage in the flow of prosperity. Inspired by Master Sen's advice, Luden set to work transforming the basement. He cleared out what was no longer useful, organized what remained, and relocated his savings to a more vibrant, open space in the house. He chose a well-lit area, connected to the rhythm of daily life, where his money could breathe and be part of an active, living environment. This shift was not merely physical but symbolic, signifying a newfound respect and care for his prosperity. Slowly but surely, Luden noticed changes. His finances began to stabilize, Opportunities that once seemed distant started to come his way, and the constant flow of unexpected expenses ceased. The lesson here is clear. The environment where we store our wealth reflects our relationship with it. Money, like everything else in life, is energy. When we hide it away in dark, lifeless places, we are sending a message of neglect and fear. Instead, we should choose a space that is bright, organized, and connected to the active parts of our home. This could be a well-organized drawer in the living room, or an area near a window with natural light, where the energy of prosperity can flow freely. Remember the words of the Buddha: "Your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts." Just as negative thoughts can lead to suffering, poor choices in how we manage our money can attract misfortune. By consciously choosing where to keep your wealth, you are setting an intention for abundance and growth. In modern life, many of us tend to overlook the impact our environment has on our prosperity. We become so focused on earning and saving that we forget the importance of how we handle and store our money. Take a moment to reflect on where you keep your finances. Is it in a cluttered space, hidden away out of sight, or in a place that reflects care and attention? By being mindful of such details, you not only create a positive space for your wealth to grow, but also cultivate a mindset that attracts abundance. So, clear out those basements and storage rooms and give your money the space it needs to thrive. After all, prosperity is not just about having wealth. It's about nurturing it with the same respect and care we give to the things that matter most in life. Location number 6. Kitchen drawers. The kitchen is the heart of the home, a place where food is prepared and nourishment is created, transforming raw ingredients into meals that sustain and energize us. It's easy to see why one might think it's a good place to store money, considering the constant flow of activity and the central role the kitchen plays in daily life. But here's the thing: the kitchen's energy is intense and ever-changing, which isn't ideal for money. When stored in kitchen drawers, money becomes entangled in the chaotic energy of a space meant for transformation and consumption, not for nurturing wealth. Think about it. Kitchen drawers often hold a jumbled collection of utensils, loose change, papers, and forgotten items. This clutter not only disrupts the physical order, but also the flow of energy in your home, turning what could be a space of prosperity into a zone of stagnation and confusion. There's a Buddhist principle that teaches us about the importance of harmony between our environment and our possessions. The space around us has a direct impact on the energy that flows through it. A cluttered, disorganized space can trap and block the natural flow of energy, which is crucial for attracting abundance and prosperity. By storing money in a cluttered drawer, you're essentially trapping its potential, suffocating its growth, and inviting financial instability. Imagine money as a river that needs a clear, unobstructed path to flow freely. When it's placed in a chaotic environment, it's like trying to force that river through a maze of obstacles, causing the flow to slow down or even stop altogether. Consider the story of Ethan, a talented young chef who struggled to manage his finances despite having a good job and a promising career. No matter how hard he worked or how carefully he planned, his savings never seemed to grow. In fact, unexpected expenses would arise, wiping out his efforts just as he started to get ahead. Frustrated and unsure of what to do, Ethan sought advice from an old friend known for his wisdom and understanding of Buddhist teachings. Ethan explained how he kept his money in a kitchen drawer for easy access. His friend listened patiently, then offered a simple yet profound insight. The kitchen, with all its movement and transformation, is not a place for money. It's a place where energy is consumed and transformed, not preserved. Your savings are being swallowed by this energy, unable to breathe or grow. This metaphor resonated with Ethan. His friend continued, "Money needs a stable, organized space where the energy is calm and conducive to growth. The kitchen drawer, filled with random items and chaos, mirrors the confusion in your financial life. It's like trying to plant a seed in a storm. You can't expect it to grow when the conditions aren't right." Realizing the truth in these words, Ethan decided to make a change. He moved his money to a small, organized safe in his office, a place of calm and focus, far from the hustle and bustle of the kitchen. Gradually, he began to notice a shift. The unexpected expenses became less frequent, and his savings started to grow steadily. The change wasn't dramatic, but it was real and meaningful. Ethan learned that where we place our money matters, not just physically, but energetically. By aligning the storage of his money with a space that supported its growth, he found a sense of balance and peace that had been missing before. So, ask yourself, where do you keep your money? Is it in a place that supports growth and stability, or in a cluttered space that drains its potential? This lesson goes beyond just physical location. It's about creating a relationship with your wealth that is mindful and intentional, recognizing that the environment you create around your money affects its ability to support and sustain you. Consider choosing a place that feels calm and organized, a dedicated space where your financial energy can thrive. By doing so, you're not just keeping your money safe, you're inviting prosperity into your life. This simple change can have a profound impact, reminding us of the power of our environment to shape our experiences. In Buddhism, this is the essence of mindful living, being aware of the subtle connections between our actions, our surroundings, and the outcomes we seek. By respecting the flow of energy in our home and choosing wisely where to keep our money, we can create a space where prosperity, peace, and abundance naturally grow. Thank you for staying with us. If you're serious about keeping your money safe, drop a comment below with secured wealth to show your commitment. There's still plenty of essential advice ahead, so keep watching to ensure your finances are always protected. Location number 7. Under the bed. Have you ever wondered why, despite your diligent saving, your financial situation still feels unstable? The issue might not only be about how we earn money, but also about how we keep it. In this part of the video, we will explore the story of a woman named Salka, who, despite her best efforts to save, continued to face financial difficulties. The secret lies in a seemingly harmless habit. She kept her money under the bed. Let's find out how this habit impacted her prosperity. Salka, a woman from a small village surrounded by the beauty of towering mountains. Salka was known for her determination and discipline. Although her earnings were modest, Salka always found ways to save in hopes of a better future. She believed that if she just kept saving diligently, someday her financial situation would turn around. But it always felt like she was walking uphill. Every time she made some progress, something unexpected would knock her back. A sudden home repair, a family emergency, or a necessary expense. The cycle of insecurity continued, no matter how hard she tried to break free. Salka had developed a habit she thought was smart. She kept her savings under her bed, convinced that keeping it close while she slept would keep it safe. In her mind, this was the perfect place to protect her money from prying eyes and keep it secure. But despite all her efforts, no matter how much she saved, it never seemed to be enough. She was caught in a frustrating loop, feeling like she was running in place. Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, but still not seeing the results you expect? One day, exhausted and desperate for answers, Salka decided to seek spiritual guidance. She had heard about an elderly Buddhist nun in the village who was reputed for her wisdom on home energy and prosperity. Salka decided to visit her, hoping that the nun could offer some insight into her struggles. When they met, the nun, with a kind smile, listened patiently to Salka's story. Then, with surprising directness, she asked, "Where do you keep your money?" Caught off guard by the question, Salka replied, "Under the bed, master. I thought keeping it close while I sleep would keep it protected and safe." The nun nodded knowingly. "I see. Let me show you something," she said gently. They went to Salka's modest bedroom, and the nun asked her to pull everything out from under the bed. There were old, forgotten items, gathering dust, and Salka's savings tucked away. The nun then sat down on the floor among the scattered belongings and explained, "The space under your bed is a place of rest and disconnection from the world. When you sleep, your energy goes into a state of rest, and anything you keep here also becomes trapped in this energy of inactivity." She continued, "Think of your money as a form of energy. Like a river, it needs to flow freely to grow and multiply. When you store it in a place where energy is stagnant, you're blocking its natural flow. It's as if you're putting your prosperity to sleep. You're keeping it in a place where it cannot move, where it becomes stuck and lifeless." These words struck a chord with Salka. She had never thought of money in this way, as something that needed to circulate and flow like a living force. "But I always thought keeping it close would protect it," she murmured, still grappling with the idea. The nun smiled and said, "Yes, and that's a common belief. But remember, protection without growth is just stagnation. It's like planting a seed and then hiding it in a dark place where it can't grow. Money, like a seed, needs light, air, and space to thrive. It needs to be in a place where the energy is active and vibrant." This conversation opened Salka's eyes to a new way of thinking. She realized that by keeping her money under the bed, she was not just storing it, but suffocating her own potential for abundance. She felt a shift in her understanding, a realization that prosperity requires more than just saving. It requires mindful placement and active energy. This is a lesson many of us might overlook. We work hard, save diligently, and yet, if we're not careful about where and how we place our resources, we might unknowingly be blocking our own path to prosperity. The nun's words echo a profound truth from Buddhist wisdom. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. In the same way, our thoughts and beliefs about money can either free it to flow or imprison it in stagnation. So, ask yourself, are you letting your prosperity flow freely, or are you, like Salka, unknowingly keeping it stuck? How can you change the way you manage your resources to invite more abundance and growth into your life? Reflecting on this, we see that it's not just about where we store our money, but also about how we align our intentions and actions with the energy of abundance. Thank you for joining me on the journey of wisdom as we explored the 7 places you should avoid keeping money in your home. Remember, even small changes in how and where we store our wealth can significantly impact our financial energy and overall prosperity. If you found value in today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with others who might benefit, and subscribe to our channel. Also, make sure to hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos designed to help you attract more abundance and positivity into your life. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Stay mindful and keep inviting prosperity into your home and heart. See you in the next video.